Have you ever felt like your mind is racing so fast that your body can't keep up? Or maybe the other way around. Your chest is tight, your stomach's in knots, and you have no idea why. That's anxiety. It doesn't just live in the mind, it lives in the body. And here's the thing most people don't realize. If you only try to think your way out of anxiety, you're missing half the picture. Welcome back to Psyche Unveiled. Today we're diving into somatic therapy for anxiety, a body-based approach to healing that works with your nervous system, not against it. And I'll walk you through grounding exercises you can do right now, in your chair, at your desk, even while you're listening to this. No complicated tools, no years of training, just you, your body, in a few simple steps to feel calmer and more connected. Stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll know why anxiety shows up in the body, how somatic experiencing works, and real grounding techniques to practice anytime you feel overwhelmed. When most people think of anxiety, they imagine a racing mind, constant worry, spiraling thoughts, overthinking. But anxiety is just as much physical as it is mental. Think about it. Sweaty palms, shaky hands, a pounding heart, tight shoulders, maybe even dizziness or nausea. These aren't just in your head. They're real body sensations, signals that your nervous system is on high alert. Here's what's happening. Your brain has a built-in alarm system, the amygdala. When it senses danger, real or imagined, it flips the switch on your fight or flight response. Your body releases adrenaline, your muscles tense, your heart speeds up. Great if you're running from a lion, not so great if you're just trying to answer emails. This is why somatic therapy makes so much sense. It focuses not only on calming your thoughts, but also on calming your body. Because sometimes your mind doesn't believe you're safe until your body feels safe. So what exactly is somatic therapy? The word somatic comes from the Greek soma, meaning body. Somatic therapy is a type of mind-body therapy that helps people heal by paying attention to physical sensations. Instead of asking, "What are you thinking?" it asks, "What are you feeling in your body right now?" Maybe it's a tightness in your jaw, a heaviness in your chest, or a buzzing in your legs. Somatic therapy helps you notice these sensations and gently release the stored energy behind them. This is the core of somatic experiencing, a method developed by Dr. Peter Levine. He found that trauma and stress often get stuck in the body, and that by slowly becoming aware of sensations, people can complete the body's natural stress cycle. For anxiety, this is huge, because if you can learn to ground yourself in the present moment and release tension through your body, your mind often follows. When anxiety spikes, most people try to control it with thoughts. Calm down, stop worrying, just think positive. But here's the problem. When your body is in fight or flight, logic takes a back seat. Your prefrontal cortex, the rational part of your brain, basically goes offline. That's why telling yourself to just relax almost never works. What does work is sending signals through the body. Think of grounding as a reset button for the nervous system. Instead of trying to fight anxious thoughts, you give your body real-time evidence that the danger has passed. Grounding exercises work because they anchor you in the present moment instead of letting your mind spiral into what-ifs. They use your senses, sight, touch, sound, smell, taste, to bring awareness back to your environment. They shift your breathing and posture, which directly calms the fight or flight response. They rebuild trust between your body and mind, showing both that safety is possible. Grounding comes in a few flavors, and it's helpful to know them so you can choose the right one for the moment. 1. Sensory grounding. Engaging your 5 senses to bring you into the now. Example, the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. 2. Movement grounding. Using physical actions like stretching, shaking out your arms, or pressing your feet into the floor. Movement discharges anxious energy. 3. Breathwork grounding. Slow, intentional breathing that shifts your nervous system into a calm state. 4. Cognitive grounding. Using mental tasks to redirect focus, like counting backwards from 100 or reciting a favorite song lyric. 5. Environmental grounding. Changing your physical environment, stepping outside, touching a plant, or noticing textures around you. When you experiment with these, you'll find which techniques work best for your body and your kind of anxiety. Let's go deeper into a few practices. 1. The anchor point method. Find one physical sensation in your body, like your feet pressing into the ground or your hands on your thighs. Focus only on that sensation. Notice the weight, the warmth, the contact. This becomes your anchor whenever your thoughts start to spiral. 2. The weighted blanket effect. If you don't have an actual weighted blanket, you can mimic the effect. Cross your arms and press your hands gently into your shoulders, or put a pillow on your lap and press down. That gentle pressure tells your body you're grounded, you're held. 3. The name it to tame it trick. Say out loud what's happening. I feel my chest is tight. My shoulders are tense. My hands are warm. This is body awareness in action. Naming sensations keeps you from being consumed by them. 4. The cold reset. Hold something cold, an ice cube, a chilled glass, or even splash water on your face. Cold activates the vagus nerve, slowing your heart rate and signaling calm. It's like hitting refresh on your body. 5. The shake it out practice. Animals naturally shake after stress. Ever seen a dog shake after a scare? Humans forget to do this, but shaking is a powerful grounding exercise. Stand up, gently shake your arms, legs, shoulders. Let your body release that pent-up tension. Here's the funny thing about grounding. It doesn't always look glamorous. You might be sitting at your desk, wiggling your toes or staring at 5 random objects in your office while your coworkers wonder what you're doing. But here's the truth. Grounding isn't about looking calm. It's about becoming calm. And the more you practice, the faster it works. The real power of grounding exercises comes when they move from emergency fixes to daily practices. Use sensory grounding when you're anxious in public. Use breathwork grounding before bed to improve sleep. Use movement grounding when you're restless and can't focus. Each time you do these, you're training your nervous system for resilience. It's like building a muscle. The more reps, the stronger you get. That's why grounding is more than just coping. It's rewiring your brain and body to handle stress differently. All right, let's pause for a moment and actually practice a grounding exercise together. Wherever you are right now, sitting, standing, or even lying down, just bring your attention to your body. Take a slow, deep breath in and gently breathe out. Now press your feet into the ground. Notice how solid the floor feels beneath you. You don't even have to do anything. Just notice that the earth is holding you up. Let's use the 5-4-3-2-1 technique to bring ourselves fully into the present moment. Look around you and name 5 things you can see. Maybe it's a book, your phone, a plant, or even the color of the walls. Just notice them. Now name 4 things you can touch. It might be your chair, your clothes, the texture of your desk, or your own hands resting on your lap. Next, bring attention to 3 things you can hear. Maybe it's my voice, the hum of a computer, or distant sounds around you. Just let them come in without judgment. Now notice 2 things you can smell. If you don't notice anything strong, that's okay. Just take a deep breath in and notice the air itself. Finally, pay attention to 1 thing you can taste. Maybe it's the aftertaste of a drink, or simply the taste in your mouth. Take 1 more slow breath in and out. Notice how your body feels now. Maybe your shoulders are a little softer, or your chest feels a little lighter. That's the power of grounding. You've just shifted from anxious energy into the present moment. So why do these grounding techniques actually work? It all comes back to your nervous system. Anxiety often pushes us into hyperarousal. Our bodies act like danger is everywhere. Somatic therapy helps reset this by bringing the body back into regulation. Think of it like this. If your stress response is a stuck gas pedal, grounding is the brake. By practicing body-based grounding exercises, you're training your nervous system to notice sensations without getting hijacked by them. Over time, this builds resilience and gives you more control over how you respond to stress. It's not about eliminating anxiety forever. It's about building tools to manage it in real time. Here's the key. Grounding isn't just for panic attacks. It's something you can weave into daily life to prevent anxiety from piling up. Morning reset. Start your day with a few deep breaths or a body scan before touching your phone. Work breaks. Instead of doom scrolling, stand up, stretch, and notice your feet on the floor. Evening wind down. Use sensory grounding, like a warm shower or calming music, to signal safety before bed. With practice, these small habits rewire your brain and body to feel calmer, more stable, and less reactive. So here's the takeaway. Anxiety isn't just in your head, it's in your body. And that means healing isn't just about changing your thoughts. It's about reconnecting with your body through somatic therapy, grounding exercises, and body awareness practices. When you learn to ground yourself, you take back power from anxiety. You remind your nervous system that you're safe, right here, right now. So next time anxiety hits, don't just fight with your thoughts. Plant your feet, take a breath, notice your body. Your mind will thank you. If this video helped you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more practical psychology tools. And in the comments, let me know, which grounding exercise are you going to try first? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.